Welcome back to our Bulldog Spotlight. Now let's talk with Kassidy Blevins, and we have to start, and we won't spend long. But the injury, the knee surgery, the ACL. I mean, now that we're on ESPN3, the first thing we see is that brace. So take me back to how you got hurt, and then the mental and physical part about your recovery.
Well, I was just in practice one day. It was just a drive. No one touched me. I just landed, and my knee gave. But the recovery process, it was tough, but definitely I feel like the mental part was the toughest. Chapel, our athletic trainer, she's great, and she did above and beyond to get me back and get me ready and completely healed. So I was confident in that, but from a mental standpoint, it was the hardest. Still is something that I struggle with, getting back out there after an injury that sets you back 6 to 8 months. It's hard not to think about it every time you drive or anything, especially considering it happened when no one even touched me. It just was a freak thing, and so that's hard to kind of overcome in some ways. But
were you ever injured in high school at all in any capacity?
I broke my shoulder, but it was from a car accident, not a basketball related.
So that was your first basketball injury, and it happens early in your career as well, the ACL. You are, again, as all of our girls, very well-rounded, also very religious. As someone who follows you and watches the things that you do, does that make Samford the perfect landing point for you, Kaz? I'm sure that there were, again, other schools. You come from outside the Chattanooga area, and there's some great schools, including UTC, that must have looked at you. But is this where you should be?
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. The thing about Samford is it's Christ-centered. And so I knew that coming in, and when I was being recruited, I knew that I wanted to go somewhere where I felt like not only could I improve as a basketball player and as a student, but spiritually as well. And this place, this environment has plenty of opportunities for that. And even within this team, that's something that's important to our coaches, it's important to our teammates. And so I definitely feel like I've been able to spiritually mature in ways that I may not have been able to had I been somewhere else. So,
as time goes on, and as we've talked with some of your other classmates, eventually the older girls are going to move on. You are going to be one of those older girls.
Yeah.
So are you ready spiritually, physically, mentally, and playing-wise to at some point step up and be that type of leader that these new girls in fact, Kaz, that right now they're still in high school, but they're going to be looking up to you at some point. Do you start thinking about that?
Definitely, especially next year, because I'm going to be a redshirt junior, so I've been here, this is my 3rd year, even though I'm only a sophomore on the court. So I definitely think I'm ready for that, and there's been great examples that been the people before me with Taylor and Krista and Lydia and even the people before that with Shelby and Christy. The legacy started a long time ago, and it's just filling in those shoes and hoping that I can do as well as they have. So,
one would consider you shy, but that's the people like me that don't know the other side.
Yeah.
So what is the shy part about you? And then I'm going to tell you what your teammates said about you. Being shy, why and how, and is that easy? I could never be shy.
Yeah, well, I've always been considered shy. I'm quiet. I just don't really have a lot to say a lot of the times, and that's something that drives Coach Morris crazy. But I'm quiet until I really get to know somebody, and especially with my teammates. I don't think I talked for the first 3 months I was here. So once I got comfortable and stuff, then I felt more comfortable talking and everything else. But I would definitely say I'm pretty shy at first.
All right, so we forecasted that. Kassidy Blevins, our guest here on our Bulldog Spotlight. All right, your teammates tell me you do an incredible, the best imitation of Mike Morris. I doubt you'll do it. You have the forum to do it, but where did it come from?
Oh, man.
Can you give me a little bit of it?
Oh man, I don't know if he would appreciate it, but
he will.
Freshman year was a struggle, and there was 5 freshmen, and so and we all played quite a bit, and so that kind of became just like a little humor, a little fun that we would have in the locker room and stuff, just to kind of lighten the mood and just have a little fun, just the imitations of Coach Morris, and it started then, I guess, and it's been going on 3 years, so I guess I've been able to perfect it a little bit.
You're a ringer. Where does it come from? His accent? Does it come from his mannerisms? I want to know where the depth of your Mike Morris imitations come from.
I think sometimes, I mean, with anybody, when you get mad or you get frustrated,
Okay.
you just
Right.
you say things and you do things that maybe aren't something you would always do. And
Right.
sometimes he says something or he does something that we know he wouldn't normally say if he wasn't so frustrated.
Okay.
So they can be funny sometimes, but in the moment it's not that funny. But looking back, when you're kind of joking around in the locker room, it can be a little funny sometimes.
All right.
So.
Now, we talked about you being shy and then doing this great imitation, but your teammates have told me that you also have one of the quickest sense of humor. It's dry, but it's boom, it's out there.
I guess that's probably true too.
It is. You're a funny girl.
I don't know if I'd say funny. I guess I can make a few jokes.
One of the things that is obvious about you, again, is the support of your family. So
Oh, yeah.
talk to me about how important they are, because I know your mom and dad. I feel like they're my mom and dad.
Oh, yeah.
They're there everywhere, and they're
Yeah.
so supportive of you. And,
Yeah.
and I know they helped you through the injury. Talk about them a little bit.
My family is great. My parents and my grandparents don't miss a game. They're everyone. And it's comforting to know that their support is there, whether I have a great game or whether I'm sitting on the bench with a torn ACL. They didn't miss anything, and so they're amazing. I can't say enough about them and what they mean to me, and just kind of the role they've taken amongst this team. Even having the team over, just to feed them or whatever when they bring the camper down, and just how they are with not only me but the entire team. And it's just, they're great, and I can't say enough about them. They're awesome.
The Blevins camper is kind of our unofficial mascot.
Oh, yeah.
We have the Bulldog that Brittany brings with her, but then once we see, when we travel, when we see the Blevins camper, we know we've made it to our destination.
Oh, yeah.
All right, before we go, what is the, BJ, if you see this color, where did this color come from right here? And I'm not sure that is approved by Coach Mike Morris.
Man.
What color is that?
I guess it's like a light purple.
Why? What's the light purple? It matches nothing.
I don't know. Me and Brittany and Ellen, we like, when we're watching The Bachelor on Monday night, sometimes
Okay.
we do our nails. So this is just left over from Monday night, trying something new.
When do I get to interview the guys' team? I don't have to worry about nails. I guess doing the guys' team, I'll worry more about tattoos and ink and things like that. Kaz, you are a social butterfly? Do you?
I have accounts. I don't know that
Yeah.
I'm not as active as Destiny or anything
Okay.
like that, but.
Well, look into the camera and tell everybody where we can find you socially.
Okay, Twitter is CassBlevins5 and Instagram is at KBCass5.
Outstanding. Kassidy Blevins, our guest here on our Bulldog Spotlight. You can see this interview and all of our others. Go to SamfordSports.com.